Ladies and gentlemen, American German Bulldog Nation, welcome to the Eric Deters Show. Well, guess what? The black folks up in New York want the white churches to pay up. They wanted $15 billion for reparation. Go to the white churches. Next thing you know, we're going to have Catholics asking the Protestants to pay up for something. The Protestants asking the Catholics to pay up. We're going to have another religious war in this country. You believe it? We want it now. Pay up, white people. Moscow terrorism. It happened over the weekend. Boom. About 100 people were killed in a hall. Terrible. They caught the guys, and you know what they said they did? Applied a battery to their testicles. Why I will never be tortured. What do you want to do? What do you need to know? I'll tell you. Then go ahead and kill me. Just no torture, please. All right, True Social. It's now public. Happened too on Friday. It's now a public organization. The issue is whether or not they will restrict Trump in the next 6 months from selling his stock, or whether maybe he can do something with his stock, apparently going to be worth about $3 billion. I'm kind of shocked at this. There's only 5 million users of True Social. 5 million. That's pretty limited compared to the others. Murkowski says she doesn't rule out becoming a Democrat and she's not supporting Trump. Well, isn't that a shocker? Not. She, of course, the U.S. Senator from Alaska. Kamala goes down to Puerto Rico. I mean, Kamala is a walking, talking Benny Hill comedy act. I mean, she's unbelievable. Although when she laughs, I do think she looks like the Joker. She was applauding and doing her little laugh thing while Puerto Ricans were singing a protest song about her being there. No clue. Kamala. Unbelievable. The vice president of the United States is that stupid over and over and over again. China is doing drones. They say they got a drone that splits in 6 parts and really does damage. Well, by golly, let's get our Defense Department working on a drone that splits up in 10 parts. 27% of Americans. Now, folks, you all know that I'm not a country clubber. You know that I tend to feel for the people that have less, the working man, the small business owner. And this is just a killer when I think about it. 27% of Americans are skipping meals right now because of money and are selling things that they can sell to try to make ends meet. And we already know credit card debt's through the roof. What happens when their credit cards are maxed out? 27, that's a third of Americans. Do you care? I care. I don't know if many people really care. Gas cars. Biden administration is trying to pass regulations that would force the end of combustible vehicle. I mean, it's truly insane. I'm telling you right now, it's the opposite game over and over and over again. It was with the Biden administration, and now it is with the Obama administration, now the Biden administration. I mean, it's like, you should never do X, Y, Z. They'll do X, Y, Z. I mean, it's just ridiculous. Shapiro, I agree with Shapiro on this. Ben Shapiro says he doesn't understand retirement. See, they came up in the 60s when they started Social Security. The life expectancy was like 70 years old. So the idea would be that you'd get Social Security for 4 years. Well, life expectancy's gone up over a decade. So there's people living on Social Security for 20 years. That wasn't what it was meant to do. And I'll be candid with you. I don't get retirement either. The only people I get retirement is if their bodies are worn down. I mean, if I was a bricklayer, you reach a point to where maybe you're done. But I don't get retirement. All of us paper pushers, I don't get why we would ever retire. Louisiana and Missouri held elections over the weekend, and both Trump and Biden won their parties. Marjorie Greene Taylor and Matt Gaetz are going to be allowed to sue some cities in California that shut down their events. Guess what? Joe Biden's adopting Donald Trump's passion for nicknaming everybody, and he's nicknamed Don Broke Don. How about we call you Gangster Joe? instead of Sleepy Joe. The Republican House, because Callaway's left it, Buck's leaving it, the minority keeps shrinking. I don't know why we put Thomas Massey. That's who I'm running against on the left. He's a moron. But they just keep shrinking. Marjorie Greene Taylor has filed a motion to vacate the Speaker of the House. One of the stupidest rules they put in there. They can remove the Speaker, their own party. Republicans are the most dysfunctional nimrods that ever happened in politics. They are a bunch of danky, shill-gorge renegades. $1.2 billion bill has got it all stirred up. Folks, there's stuff in here. I'm not going to get into it all, but it is ridiculous. And, of course, the far-right conservatives all voted against it, but because the Democrats supported it, it got passed in the House and the Senate. Whoosh. Just spending money. I mean, it's unbelievable. The Olive Garden says people with less money aren't coming in, therefore their sales are suffering. I have to assume that this is happening at all restaurants across the country. I don't know. Ukraine hit Russian refineries, oil refineries. They say they will continue to do so, despite the Americans saying don't do it. Kate did a great video announcing that she had cancer. Boy, that make everybody feel like a bunch of nimrods. I'm proud I defended Kate from the beginning. So stupid. Is the picture doctored or not doctored? She says she's going to be okay. And the whole time I'm watching this, I'm saying, Kate, please say something about everybody else about cancer. And lo and behold, like on cue, Kate ended with, hey, she's not the only one. Everybody's going through it. The message was perfect. Candace has got canned by Daily Wire. Too controversial for them. And one add-on, Trump is now in a courtroom up in New York on the Stormy Daniels case with Bragg, maybe trying to get a new trial date. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has no word on his bond yet. This is the Bulldog. Every dog has their day. Have a great day.